You wake up one morning and your dog is staring at you. Not the usual stare. This one has words behind it. For one day, every animal on earth can talk. Not bark, not chirp, not click. Talk. Full sentences in a language you understand. Here's the strange part. Scientists have spent decades circling this exact question. And what they've found suggests the answer wouldn't be nearly as charming as you'd expect. Start with your dog, since it's the one staring at you. You've always assumed it understands more than it lets on. And in a way, it does. Dogs read your tone, your posture, the tiny shifts in your face before you've even decided how you feel. But understanding emotion isn't the same as having something to say about it. If your dog could suddenly speak, researchers who study canine cognition suspect the sentences would be almost embarrassingly simple. Where is the food? Why did you leave? Is that squirrel still out there? Not betrayal, not judgment, just an honest, repetitive inventory of needs you've been quietly ignoring for years. Now go bigger. Go to the ocean. Dolphins might be the closest thing on this planet to a real conversation partner. Denisa Hertzing has spent decades recording wild-spotted dolphins, tracking signature whistles that work almost like names, calls individual dolphins use to identify themselves to each other. If dolphins could talk for a day, what would surface probably wouldn't be riddles about the universe. It would be logistics. Where the fish are, who's nearby, who's being annoying today. Intelligence, it turns out, doesn't automatically produce poetry. Mostly it produces coordination. Here's where it gets a little uncomfortable. Prairie dogs already have something startlingly close to language. Kon Slobochikov spent years analyzing their alarm calls and found they don't just mean danger, they encoded detail. What kind of predator? Roughly how big it is, how fast it's moving, sometimes even what color. If prairie dogs got a full day of human-level speech, you wouldn't just be hearing warnings, you'd be hearing opinions about you. Your shirt, your walking speed, your unfortunate tendency to trample their tunnels without a second thought. Give a creature that already tracks this much detail a bigger vocabulary, and it's not going to stay quiet about what it's noticed. Now think about the animals you've never really wondered about at all. Bees don't bark or whistle, but Carl von Frisch discovered they already run a kind of language, a waggle dance, that tells other bees exactly how far away food is and in which direction. It's not emotional. It's not clever in the way we like to imagine cleverness. It's pure, efficient data. If bees could talk for a day, the hive wouldn't erupt into drama. It would sound like an air traffic control tower. Coordinates, distances, nothing wasted. This is the pattern that keeps showing up. The animals with the richest communication systems don't use them to reflect. They use them to survive. Which raises the real question, hiding underneath this whole scenario. What would it say about you if for one day, every animal around you could finally respond? Because here's the part people skip over. A day of animal speech wouldn't just be entertaining. It would be an audit. Your dog voicing years of small disappointments. Your cat commenting on exactly how long you left it alone. Wild animals suddenly free to say what they actually think about the noise, the traffic, the shrinking space you've left them. You've spent your whole life assuming silence meant animals had nothing meaningful to say. What if it just meant you were never the one being spoken to? You wake up one morning and your dog is staring at you. And for the first time, it finally says something back.